Hello all. Today we will be discussing our topic as quoted in the thumbnail, that is RBI circular for the month of March. I also should say that there are no important circular for the month of March. Actually, this is generally guidelines. The guidelines actually this is just instruction that from which date the guidelines issued in the month of December 2022 would be effective. That is the only, and there is a one exclusion from second schedule from Banking Regulation Act. These are the only two things important, and we will be discussing there. I would advise you all that you should go all RBI circular compilation if you are very serious about upcoming examination and you really want to make it through in the exam. All RBI circulars, I already said that master circulars of all year are important. Okay, master circulars have nothing to do with year. Okay, like SHGs, priority sector, other government schemes. Uh, okay, social schemes if they are supported from the government and also influenced by RBI. These are all important. Okay, you should not go just merely you should think that we have to take only from this period to this period for RBI rule. No, this is not like that. Directions, RBI directions, if there are directions, you can make your period short. Okay, but for master circulars there are no defined period. Even if you will see that recently Central Bank of India exam was conducted, some questions were from very old, uh, around in which were issued in 2000, 2003 to 4. Some questions were there from this because that are master circular, they don't change frequently. There once guidelines were issued that are lasting forever until the some directions regarding the modifications come. Okay, we will be moving towards our discussion, and this is about our discussion on RBI circulars, which this is about myself. You can join this exam zone 24/7 for all your exams which are related to banking. This regarding my qualifications. There are also a number of qualifications, but I didn't put here because my page setting will go down. That's why to make page fit, I reduced some of the qualification not to quote here. Okay. Next, we will be moving for the PDF of this session is shared, but the PDF of other RBI circular and discussion will be shared only with those people who enroll in the batch. Okay, it won't be available to all because I do not type these. I write these things, note these things, and give the time my typist to type it because I don't have enough time to type it. Okay, then it should not be freely available, although it has been more than 1 year I am distributing it freely. Although it won't I won't take any cost from you, but it will be available only for those who are preparing as a single source as exam zone 24/7. Okay, although videos of the discussion will be available to you. Now we should go through this. These are the policy rates. You need not to learn this just before the exam, you should know. But what are the impact of note that a standing deposit facility? This question was asked in Central Bank of India recently conducted. You should know this. I already discussed all these things in my exam zone 24/7 and our YouTube also. Okay, you go through YouTube and take all the benefits from the channel so that you can get selected in a reasonable time and don't waste your time. Okay, I already said that only there are a number of circulars issued in the March. You will see if the on the RBI site you will find a number of circulars that are not important. You shouldn't go through all. Okay, only two circulars are relevant which I will be discussing here. One is the cessation of Abu Dhabi Commercial Bank PGSC as a banking company. ओके, cessation मीन्स बंद कर देना, ठीक है। अबू धाबी कमर्शियल बैंक पीजीएससी को इन्होंने सेकंड शेड्यूल ऑफ बैंकिंग रेगुलेशन एक्ट सेक्शन 36A। अब देखो एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन कैसे आएगा। एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन आएगा द Abu Dhabi Commercial Bank has been excluded from the um, being a banking company under section 30A of BR Act, section 37 of BR Act. Then you should know that under which section, ये पढ़ने का तरीका है, मैं बता रहा हूँ, how you should study the circulars which I am compiling and posting to you. You should know. अभी क्या है कि अब कोई बैंकिंग रेगुलेशन आपको पढ़ाएगा, अगर कोई भी बंदा बहुत सारी यूट्यूब पे, वो पूरे बैंकिंग BR Act, दिस बी आर एक्ट सेक्शन, दिस सेक्शन, not important how many sections, hmm? How many sections you will be studying, hmm? There are hundreds, more than hundreds of section, around 300 400 sections may be there. If you will include all RBI circulars and RBI Act and Banking Regulation Act, there are a number of hundreds of the sections will be there. Will you read everything? No. You should know that under which sections guidelines circulars are related. You should read only that section. Then you should know the section 36. You should also know section 35A. Okay. Section 35A and 36A. You should also know, these are the only important thing. Okay. अबू धाबी कमर्शियल बैंक पीजीएससी को बैंकिंग कंपनी से हटा दिया गया है। किस बैंकिंग कंपनी से, मतलब कि वो अभी बैंकिंग रेगुलेशन एक्ट के सेकंड शेड्यूल में जो बैंकिंग, I should say that in the second schedule, if it is included, then only it is a banking company. It has been removed from there. Okay. Subsection 2. Section 2. Actually, it is section 2E. Okay. Correct? Okay. This is not important. You should know that this is the not important. Not important, you shouldn't read it. But you should know that what is 36A and what is 35A under the Banking Regulation Act. Even 35AA of RBI Act you should also read. Okay, I will be telling what you should read. Okay, where you should read, it has already been shared out from any sources. You can refer. But what are the most important sections? I will say. I don't say that you should study all the sections, all NI Act sections. No, you shouldn't do it. You don't have so much of time. Revise the regulatory framework for this is the most important. Most important. Revised regulatory framework for urban cooperative banks net worth and capital adequacy are effective from 31st March 2023. अब देखो ये you should also refer, यहाँ पे मैंने बताया है कि you should also refer RBI circular compilation of exam zone 24/7 for the month of December. वहां पर आपको ये मिल जाएगा, it will be there. That revised regulatory framework for net worth and capital adequacy for urban cooperative banks. Why it was introduced? Because RBI wanted to get a number of cooperative banks are failing, most of in Maharashtra. Okay, and they are failing because of capital adequacy. They don't have so much of capital, they are failing. Their net worth is also deteriorating. Okay. Because they were initially not under the control, not under the Basel guidelines. That's why RBI decided to take back them into the Basel guidelines and RBI regulations. That's why the guidelines are being issued, and the structure of urban cooperative banks has been decided to have a 4-tiered structure. Okay, I will be detailing it later. Net worth. What will be the minimum net worth? Tier 1 urban cooperative banks in a single district will have 2 crores only. ओके, हाँ, वन थिंग, ये 2 लाख करोड़ नहीं है, कभी आप कंफ्यूज हो जाते हो. नो, नॉट इज ए 2, ओनली 2 करोड़, ओनली 2 करोड़. net worth will be of tier 1 urban cooperative banks. All other means 2, 3, 4 of all tiers shall have minimum net worth of 5 crore. Okay. Tier 1 operating in a single district. Urban cooperative banks which currently do not meet the minimum net worth requirement as above shall achieve minimum net worth as in a phased manner. Such urban cooperative banks shall achieve at least 50% of by March 30, 26 and stipulated minimum 3028. अब इस पे एक क्वेश्चन बनता है किस तरह से देखो द मिनिमम नेटवर्थ of 50% of minimum net worth of urban cooperative banks shall be achieved by March लिखा होगा March 23, March 24, March 25, March 26. तो answer will be March 26. That will be where you should focus. You should focus on dates, applicable dates. You should focus on applicable dates. Okay. Minimum capital to risk weighted asset ratio requirement is there, but minimum CRAR will be 9 to 15%, anything in between. Okay. Tier 1 urban cooperative banks having minimum 9% of RWA on ongoing basis. Tier 2 to 4 have minimum 12% of ongoing basis. Okay. But it was said that RBI may say that between 9 to 15% any of the amount. Okay. But at present 9% and 12% are the minimum. What are the risk weight assets? Risk weight means operational risk, credit risk. Okay. Risk weight assets for operational, credit, or any other risk which is associated with this. Okay. Market risk, you say. Then out of which you will consider the risk weight assets, then you calculate the 9% or 12% as applicable. That will be the minimum CRAR. What is CRAR? Capital to risk weighted asset ratio. Capital divided by risk weighted asset ratio. This should be multiplied by 100. This should be 9 or 12 as per guidelines. Okay. 12% बाई मार्च 31st 26. ये नोट कर लो आप अगर नोटबुक रखें. इफ यू हैव सम नोटबुक यू नोट दैट 50% to be achieved by this, and next that is 9% is there, 12% as ongoing basis, 2 to 4. Okay, note it. Revise CRAR of 12% in a phased manner. Okay, in phased manner 10% will be this March 24, 11% by 25, and 12% by 26. Okay, you note that. And most importantly, you note this final date, that is March 31st and 2026. This is the final date of implementation of total 12% of the risk weight. Revaluation reserve, it is not important. Okay, but you should know that it will be they will be considered at 55% discount. Means discount means they will be taken as 45% only out of revaluation. Revaluation, what is the revaluation? Sometime assets gain the quality over time or deteriorate the quality over time. Okay, in the revaluation it is not possible that already that every time it will be increases or inflated. It is also possible during the revaluation your asset quality goes down. Then your revaluation reserve, it was 50% discount earlier, will also be at 50% discount nowadays, but amount will be less and you have to keep more capital, more infusion of capital for ensuring the same. These are the important, I will tell you. Further, ये पहले ही दिसंबर के सर्कुलर में शेयर हो गया है. दिसंबर 2022 compilation of RBI circular in Telegram group. You can go and get it. RBI constituted expert committee on primary urban cooperative banks under chairmanship NS Viswanathan, which is former RBI deputy governor, which suggested 4-tier structure of urban cooperative banks. अभी क्वेश्चन क्या पूछ सकता है? What question may arise from here? The question will arise from here, under which chairmanship or who was the key person behind the suggesting the structure of 4-tier structure of urban cooperative banks. Okay, then it is NS Viswanathan. Okay, how it will be? Up to 100 crore they will be their balance sheet. Okay, balance sheet means size. Okay, asset size. Okay, asset and liability size नहीं होता है. You should know that how their asset size, only asset size, because liabilities may be, if you say that liabilities are different thing, you have to pay, but assets are yours only. Okay, then asset size, if it is 100 crore then it is tier 1. I will tell you how to remember it. You multiply 100 by 10, you will get 1000 crore. Okay, then you learn it as 1000 crore. Then multiply 1000 by 10, you will get tier 3. Okay, 10,000 crore multiplied by 10 10,000, then you will get 10,000, more than 10,000 crore. Okay, so then one will be 100,000, 100 crore and above, other will be more than 100 crore. First is 100 crore, second tier 2 is more than 100 crores. Okay, but up to 1000 crore. How 1000 came? It is 10 times of this. Another will be more than 1000 crore but less than 10,000 crore. Where, from where 10,000 came? Multiply 1000 by 10. This is a technique to remember. Okay, some clues should be there to remember. Okay, and if it is more than 10,000 crore, then it is tier 4. Okay, minimum capital to waste rate ratio should be 9% to 15%, but at present it is 9% to 12% only. Okay, now we will discuss some questions. How many categories are recommended and for UCBs? There are 4 categories, tier 1 to 4. Then option, which option will be correct? You say the fourth option will be correct. Under chairmanship of which one? Which of the following? The tiered classification of NS Viswanathan, you know already, अभी हमने पढ़ा ऊपर. NS विश्वनाथन के चेयरमैनशिप में ये किया गया था. टीयर 3 अर्बन कोऑपरेटिव बैंक कहाँ पे होगा? ये इंपॉर्टेंट है. देखो टीयर 3 का मतलब क्या हुआ? पहला देखो 100 करोड़ तक होगा तो टीयर 1 में आएगा, और 1000 करोड़ तक होगा तो टीयर 2 में आएगा. टीयर 3 मतलब 1000 करोड़ से ज्यादा होना चाहिए और 10,000 करोड़ तक हो सकता है. ओके, तो 1000 करोड़ से ज्यादा होना चाहिए. ठीक है. ओके, टीयर 1 दिस 1000. ओके, tier 1 up to 100, tier 2 100 to 1, tier 3 1000 to 10,000. तो देखो 1000 से ज्यादा होना चाहिए, ये भी है कि नहीं? ओके, ये भी है करेक्ट. 1000 करोड़ से ज्यादा है और उसमें है. ये भी 1000 करोड़ से ज्यादा है 10,000 करोड़ की. ये भी 1000 करोड़ से ज्यादा है. इट इज मोर देन 1000 crore and this 10,000 crore. It is also more than 1000 crore and up to 10,000 crore. Then all fall under this category. Okay, all of these fall under tier 3. From which date 4-tier classification are effective? Note that the question how asked. In examination it will be quoted as effective. Effective is March 31st 2023 as per circular I say already said. When the guidelines were issued, note that when the guidelines was issued in December 2022. Okay, that is December 2022. Correct. Okay, next, that is the very small session, that is the intro class. If you want to join the class for the further examination of SBI CBO or skill 2 and 3 or GBO 2 and 3 of other public sector banks. Okay, you can text me. How you will be texting me? You should know. You type at the rate exam zone 24/7 in the telegram. It will show myself to you. You text me that you want to join. I will be adding you in the group. Okay, the PDF of this session, this is the only PDF which will be shared, but fun onwards only videos will be shared and PDFs will be available to students only who are participating in the preparation class and joined it. Okay, so thank you all for watching this video. If you have any query, okay, uh, feel free to join and share it maximum so that all others will be benefited. Okay.